Hi friends, in the last class we have discussed the basics of accounting. Today we are going to discuss the basic accounting terms. First one is transaction. Transaction simply means any activity which can be expressed in terms of money. So the business will contain say numerous activities. So if these activities can be expressed in terms of money, it can be called as transaction. And this transaction can be classified into two, that is cash transactions as well as credit transactions. In cash transactions, the persons will make immediate payments in cash, and in credit transactions we will make payments in the future period of time. So we can call it as transaction because it can be expressed in terms of money. So any activity which can be expressed in terms of money can be called as a transaction. That is the first term in accounting. And next one is capital. So what do you mean by capital? Capital simply means the money or money's worth that is invested by the owner into the business. So it is the liability of the business to repay this capital to its owner, because business as well as its owner has separate existence. So this capital, it is the money or money's worth that is invested by the owner into the business. And next one, it is liability. Liability means it is the debt of the business to the outsiders. Outsiders means external persons. So the business will contains the numerous activities. So there may arises the liabilities to the business. That means they may borrow capital. They may borrow money from the outsiders. So the monies that is borrowed from the outsiders can be called as the liability of the business. And this liability can be classified into two, that is short-term liabilities as well as long-term liabilities. Short-term liabilities are the liabilities which is to be repaid within a period of 1 year, and these short-term liabilities can be called as current liabilities of the business. And next one is the long-term liabilities. Long-term liabilities are those liabilities which is to be repaid after a period of 1 year. So it can be called as a that is fixed liabilities. So that's about the liabilities. And next one is equity. Equity means it is the total claim of the business over the assets. So this total claim includes the capital as well as the liabilities. So capital, it is the amount that is to be repaid to the owner of the business, and liabilities are the amount that is to be paid by the business to its outsiders. So equity means it is the sum total of this capital as well as liabilities. So we can say that equity is the total claim that includes capital as well as liabilities. And next one is assets. So assets, which is the properties that is owned by the business, can be called as asset. And this asset can be broadly classified into two types, that is current assets as well as fixed asset. Current assets are those assets which is short term in nature, that means it can be converted into cash within a period of 1 year. Such type of assets which can be converted within a period of 1 year can be called as current assets. And next one is fixed asset. Fixed assets are long-term assets which will be held by the business for a longer period of time. And these fixed assets includes tangible assets, intangible assets, wasting assets as well as fictitious assets. So first one, tangible assets. Tangible assets are those assets which have real physical existence that we can see, touch and feel. For example, land and building, plant and machinery, such assets can be seen and also it has a physical existence. That type of assets can be called as tangible asset. And next one is intangible asset. Intangible assets, those assets which does not have any physical existence, can be called as intangible assets. For example, goodwill, patent, copyright, these assets which does not have any physical existence, that can be called as intangible asset. And next one is wasting asset. So wasting assets are those assets which get exhausted after a period of time, or it will exhausted with its continuous usage. For example, quarries, mines, these are the examples of wasting assets. That means it gets wasted by its continuous usage. And next one is fictitious assets. Fictitious assets are those assets which does not have any real value, but it will be shown in the books of accounts. Such type of assets can be called as fictitious asset. That is, it is fictitious in nature. It does not have any physical existence, but a value will be shown in the books of accounts. For example, discount on issue of debentures, preliminary expenses. These are fictitious assets. And next category is drawings. Drawings simply means it is the amount or goods that is withdrawn by the owner for his personal use. So these drawings, either it may the owner may withdraw goods for his personal use, or he can withdraw cash for his personal use. These both the goods as well as the cash that is withdrawn by the owner for his personal use can be called as drawings. And next one is expense. Expense means it is the cost incurred by the business to earn revenue. We know that the major revenue of the business is sales. So that is sales means that is selling of goods and services to the customers. So that is the major revenue of the business. So expense means in order to earn that particular revenue, the costs are incurred by the business. That such cost can be called as expenses of the business. And next one is expenditure. Expenditure simply means the resources consumed by the business, and this expenditure can be classified into two types, that is capital expenditure as well as the revenue expenditure. Capital expenditure, it is the amount that is spent by the business to procure long-term assets or long-term benefits. So if we are spending some money to procure some fixed asset for our business, we will get some benefits from that fixed asset in the future period. Such type of expenditure can be called as capital expenditure. That means long-term benefits are derived from that particular expenditure. But in the case of revenue expenditure, this expenditure we will get benefits for a particular, that is within a period of 1 year. So it's such type of expenditure which is spent by the business to meet the day-to-day activities of the business can be called as revenue expenditure. So revenue expenditure. And next one is revenue. Revenue, we know that it is the major income or major income. Not, it is not income, it is the amount that is earned through the sale of goods and services, that can be called as revenue. So revenue, it is the amount that is earned by the business through the sale of goods and services or assets. Okay, so the business may sell the assets to the outsiders. That type of revenue that is earned by selling assets is also treated as revenue of the business. And next one is income. Income, it means the excess of revenue over expenses, which includes the profit also. So if our revenue of the business is exceeded over the expenses of the business, it can be called as the income, and this income includes the profit of the business also. And next one is loss. Loss, it is the opposite to income, that is it is the excess of expenses over the revenue. Okay, that can be called as loss. So loss, it can be find out with an equation called, that is expenses minus revenue. And next term is profit. Profit, it is just opposite to the loss, that is it is the excess of revenue over the expenses. So it can be find out by using the equation revenue minus expenses. So the total revenue of the business minus expenses can be called as the profit of the business. And next one is goods. Goods means it is the commodities which a trader deals. The commodities which the trader deals means the trader is a person who buys goods and services. Some firms, some of the business will engage in the activities of trading. That means they may purchase some goods from outsiders or other companies, and they may sell that particular goods to the another person. So such a business can be called as a trading business. So the trading business or the trader deals with certain goods, commodities. That commodities can be called as goods. And next one is purchases. Purchases, it is the major expense of the business, because in order to produce or manufacture certain products or commodities, we have to purchase some raw materials from the outsiders. So it can be treated as a major expense of the business, and these purchases can be classified into two, that is cash purchases as well as the credit purchases. If the purchases of raw materials if the purchases are based on an immediate cash basis, it can be called as cash purchases. And in the case of credit purchases, we are not paying money at the point of sale, we are paying money at a future period of time. Such purchases can be called as credit purchases. And next one is purchase return. Purchase return means if we purchase some raw materials from the outsiders, some damages may occur in these particular types of goods. So the business has to return these goods to the suppliers. So it can be called as purchase return. So it is the return of the goods by the business to the supplier due to the deficiency or the damage in the goods or raw materials. That can be called as purchase return. And next one is sales. Sales, we can call it as a major revenue of the business. After the production of these particular commodities, the business had to sell the goods to the outsiders. So these sales can be classified into two types, that is cash sales as well as credit sales. If the business is selling goods to the customers on an immediate cash basis, it can be called as cash sales. And in the case of credit sales, the business is not getting the price or cash of particular goods at an immediate basis. They will get the cash on a future period. Such type of sales can be called as credit sales. And next one is sales return. If the business sells the goods to the outsiders or the customers, some of the goods may get damaged, or some of the goods may get defects also. So the customers will return back that goods to the business. Such returns can be called as sales return. So it is the return by the customer to the business. And next one is stock. Stock means it is the total goods for sale. That means the business will contain the finished goods that is ready for sale. Such goods which is ready for sale can be called as stock. And next one is inventories. So inventories, it is similar to stock, but it includes some more items also. It includes raw materials, semi-finished goods as well as finished goods. So it is just broader terms of stock. Stock simply means the finished goods that is ready for sale, but the inventories, it includes the raw materials, semi-finished goods as well as the finished goods. And next one is debtors. Debtors is the person who owes money to the business. That means the business may give goods for credit. So that particular person or the customer want to give money to the business. So debtors are the person who owes money to the business. For the business, it is treated as an asset because that particular debtor will give money in a future period of time. And next one is creditors. Creditors are the person to whom the business owes money. That means if we purchase some commodities or raw materials from the outsiders, we have to pay them cash. So in certain cases, we do not have enough money to pay on an immediate basis. At that time, they may give credit to our business. Such type of persons to whom the business owes money can be called as creditors, and it is treated as the liabilities of the business. So these are the main important accounting terms of in a business. And one more thing I have to say, that the balance sheet equation or the accounting equation, that is assets equal to capital plus liabilities. Capital plus liabilities can be called as equity. So we can simplify it in a form that assets equal to equities. So equity means capital plus liabilities. So these are the basic accounting terms that is used in the business. And that's about today's class. That is the end to the topic accounting terms. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my channel. Thank you.